Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So work out which surface this equation will generate. So press pause and have a go. So to do this, we have no idea what surface this equation will generate. So try to extract as much information as you can from the equation. So let's put 0. Hang on. Let's put 0 into the z. If you put 0 into the z, then you should picture a horizontal piece of paper being located at z equals 0. So when you put 0 into the z, this thing here would look like this. Negative y squared, and then in your mind draw this x graph versus y, and it's a negative quadratic, so it will look something like this. So on this when you put 0 into the z, it's going to give you've got to picture the horizontal sheet of paper. So you've got to transfer this onto this sheet of paper. So if you look at this is positive x, this is positive x. And then you're moving along the y direction. You're moving along in the y direction. This is negative y. This will be hang on, let me think. This will be negative y here, and then you're going to have a negative quadratic like this. So it's moving like this, and then so you start here and it moves like this. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Bear with me. Let me just tidy this up. So we know on this horizontal sheet of paper, we're going to have a negative quadratic like this, Now let's go back here and now put 0 into the y. Hang on. So when you put 0 into the y, this thing here will disappear. So it's going to give you this. And when you put 0 into the y, you've got to imagine a horizontal sheet of paper being located at y. So on this sheet of paper, we've got to try and sketch this. So imagine this in your mind, x versus z graph, and it's going to give you a positive quadratic. It's going to give you this. So positive x will be in this direction, and we're moving along the z axis. We're moving along the z axis. So this is negative going positive. So this would be negative going positive. So you're going to get a quadratic looking like this on this sheet of paper. So here, whenever you have a negative quadratic and a positive quadratic at 90 degrees to each other, then you know you're going to have a saddle. Don't forget they're at 90 degrees to each other, because this this is your z equals 0 here. So z equals 0 would give us a negative quadratic like this. And then when we have a vertical sheet of paper, it will give us this. So whenever you have a negative quadratic and a positive at 90 degrees to each other, then you know you're going to get a saddle. Remember, you're moving in the x direction. Remember, x is in this direction. Okay. So going back to this, which surface will satisfy all our conditions? So looking at this, well, you should be looking at this one here, because we're moving the x direction, and then we've got a negative quadratic here, and then we've got a positive quadratic here. It won't be this one here, because if you move in the x direction, you won't get a negative quadratic. You won't get a negative quadratic here. It won't be this one. It will be this one. Think about it. If you're moving in the x direction, here we've got a negative quadratic. If we're moving along here, we are not getting a negative quadratic here. Think about it. As it turns out, the answer to this would be this surface here. Okay.